Hi there, I'm Lavellan and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, episode 42. Okay, so we do have some things to collect over there, but first things first, we'll get back to Skyhold, get some more war table operations going, and then we'll be right back. Okay. And let's go. Alright, so I think they were all on Orlay's side. Yes, they were. Okay, so battalion for Sarah and Vashel. We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Vashel nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. Colin. Okay, 30 influence. Very nice, Sarah. Stop the war between Navarra and Tevinter. Inquisitor, through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarra and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Proudly, Ambassador Montilier. 100 influence, and Blade of Tidarian. Sweet. Okay. Judgment, Movran's arrived. With supplies assured, Movran and his clan have set up an extensive settlement and become a welcome stop at the edge of the Silent Plains. There is no reported theft, as they have no need, but there is legendary brawling, as they cannot stop. Tevinter is concerned, but for now they seem to be tolerating Movran's presence, or at least are able to ignore it. Liliana. Okay, 100 influence and the Dancer's Axe. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Alright, a friend in Quaranus. Let's have a look at this. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Quaranus by the name of Mevaris Telani is attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Mevaris would be beneficial, and ultimately could drum up support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Okay, so Liliana. Tevinter is a land where secrets are weapons. Let us arm this Magister against those who would oppose her vote. Or... Josephine, I have contacts in Tevinter, although not many. Still, trading a few favours could help this Magister a great deal. Quiet help definitely suggests Liliana more than anything else, so let's do that.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, okay. We've completed that one. Yeah, we don't need to do those. Truth or Dare, Lake Celestine. What's this? A page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates that locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Moria and Marquise Courtemans, both spending money like water. Which to pursue? We have agents in place near Courtemans now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Or, Comte de Moria is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. Let's let Josephine take that.
At your service.
She can do that. Yeah. Okay. Observing the deadlock. Is that something that's going to be Cullen or not? Let's have a look. It was to be expected. In the wake of so many important deaths and the rise of the Inquisition, several noble houses are attempting to spur their fortunes by crafting an alliance of their own. For now, they seem mired in arguments of seniority. It'll be a long time before any of them threaten our standing. Liliana says poking them at this point is wasted energy, so let them squabble on their own. We'll take that under advisement. I suggest someone be offered as an ambassador of the Herald, not the Inquisition, if only to let them know in a non-threatening way that we are watching. Okay. I say invite them to observe our soldiers' training to show that we are not heretical outlaws. That might be interesting. It would get them... it would allow them into our stronghold, though. I'll think about it, Cullen. What about the Serpent of Navarra? Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Virelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumours comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heeded. There is evidence to indicate Virelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. Okay, so Liliana wants to send an agent to eliminate the advisor as well as his supporters by any means necessary. Josephine says we should tell King Marcus what his advisor truly is, convince him to see the light. And Cullen says wait for this advisor to leave the capital, then send a force to ambush and capture him. That could be seen as quite aggressive, though, but... You know what, Cullen? You've got nothing else to do. Do it.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Let's go. Alright, so... I could probably get rid of some stuff while I'm here, and then we'll get right back. Okay, 44. That's a lot better. Now, we'll get to Helisima, turn in our research, and then go. 9 corpse brains removed. Lovely. So that was quite a lot, actually, wasn't it? Yeah, 1,500 influence. From a lot more than just corpse brains. Where are they? Yeah, here we go. 3 frost rags, nightmare claws, revenant helmets. Gosh. And we got some codexes as well. Shadow essence, shadow blades, night helmets, wolf fangs, red Templar guardsman chain. Gosh. Yeah, that was a lot. So, I don't suppose you have anything to say?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Ah, okay, so she has something else she wants to ask. How are your duties going then?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on a partial improvement to Skyhold.
Right.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Right, okay. We still need to find more quarries and logging stands, but we'll get there. Okay. Let's get out of here. Alright, okay. So, let's go and grab those supplies then. Alright, and we'll start with this one, I guess. It is right here. Oh, we're just marking them. Okay. Oh gosh, and there's 10. Alright. Just one there. Oh, okay, and we've got some spirits back. All in this area, and just hanging around as well. Well, let's get in there. Okay. Alright. Nice and easy. And no remains? No remains. Okay. It is in here, okay. Very nice, and we've got some red dots. Just up there. Oh, terror demon. And some undead. Okay. Okay, but we did get some loot from these. Sweet. A silver ring. And an enhanced grapple chain ring. Pretty sure you've already got one of those, haven't you, Blackwall? I mean, that would be useful for you, but if you've already got one, then there's no point. Yeah. Alright. And let's just get off and get the next one. Okay. Ah, right here. Well, alright then. That's 3 done. All of the ones in this area. Okay, so before we go any further, do we want to go into the Crow Fens and actually get these rifts done? Oh, that will take me quite far away though, won't it? Yeah, we might as well. We might as well. I don't want to interact with the dragon. I know there is a dragon in there. I'm pretty sure there is anyway. But yeah, just taking out the rifts, that should be easy enough. Okay, right here. Okay. Nothing too difficult, doesn't look like. Ah, there is a despair demon. Okay. That's annoying. Very nice call. Damn right. My people know what's up this time. They know what's up and they're not letting the despair demons get the better of them. Okay. Oh, it's trying to run away. It is trying to run away. Let's get that cage on. Okay. We've got this, guys. Oh, damn right we do. It's just a rage demon. You're the problem. Yeah, sweet. Done and done. Okay, remains. We got some obsidian. Okay. Is this the only remains, though? I think it is. Intense lightning essence and a phoenix feather charm. Okay. And Blackwall and Seylis have leveled up. Sweet. Sweet. I'll grab that other obsidian. Alright then, guys. Let's see what we can do for you. Let's give him unyielding, definitely. An attack that would bring him down instead leaves him with a small amount of health and he's immune to all damage for a short time. Amazing. Let's give him Stone Fist. I want to get down to Encircling Veil. That might be interesting. Alright. Enjoy. And let's continue. Okay. And the next rift is somewhere around here, or have we gone away from it? Oh gosh, no, we're we're nowhere near it. We are nowhere near it. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's continue anyway. Hey. see. Our people got here ahead of us. Okay. I'm just going to pretend that it was you guys who marked that rift on our map. We knew it was there because of you. Ah, okay, so we can claim this hand. The dead hand. The great stone hand was something of a mystery. One assumes it is a piece broken off from a larger whole. If so, judging by the size of that one hand, I imagine the entire sculpture to be, well, large enough to require the use of obscenities to describe it. Thus I have only one question. Where is the rest of the statue? It is difficult to imagine how something so large could go missing. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, Adventurer. Yeah, it is very large. Take that mosaic piece. Okay, 7 out of 12. Fantastic. But there's no statue to go with it. The hand is just here. Well, I wonder what could have happened to the statue. Any number of things could have happened to it, really. Could have collapsed into the deep roads. Could have been broken down and used for building materials. Maybe it got lost in the fade. You know. Okay. We do have some deep mushroom right here. Yeah, it's quite dark here. Quite dark. Except for that. Whatever that is, it's just hovering. Okay. Well, it can do that. We're just gonna get down. Ah. Okay. There's a field here, which we should be able to get through just by normal staff damage.
One down!
Yeah, okay. Because we got cold. We got cold damage. And around here... nothing much. No, nothing much around the rest of the room. I do want to see if I can jump onto that little platform. Right there. Oh, there is a deep mushroom though. There we go. Reinforced Vanguard coat. Lovely. And... okay. There is no deep mushroom. Alright. I definitely saw it though. But apparently it's through the wall. Okay. Well, never mind. Okay. 192 gold and a Ferelden broadaxe. And over here, a book. Fallandine, Friend of the Dead, Guide. O Fallandine, Lathanavir, Friend to the Dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to my rest. In ancient times, the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying would enter Euthenera, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Fallandine and his brother Dirthaman. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. Those are the people who passed, walked with Fallandine into the beyond, and never returned. If they took counsel with Dirthaman on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond also, and never came to the people. Then Fen'Harel caused the gods to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Fallandine to guide them, and so we learned to lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff, to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Dirthaman, now without a master. As told by Gisharel, keeper of the Relefarian clan of the Dalish elves. Okay. Yeah. And this is one huge area. Oh, it's one of those... It's a puzzle, isn't it? God, I'm not very good at puzzles in this game. I'm not very good... Well, in any game, really. I enjoy trying, but I'm not very good at them. Okay. So, this statue is pointing at that. Does it move? Can I switch it around? Is that something that I can do? Let's try this. Nope. That's gates that are moving around. Okay. Well, at least I can light a torch. Alright, is that the only one? That's the only one that I can get into. Yeah, I like that one as well. That's nice. Okay. Let's see what else we can light. Okay. Okay. The wolf statue is dropped. Is that going to... Yes. Oh gosh, okay. Okay. Well, let's pull this then, see what happens. Ah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, wrong wolf statue. Well, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Like that one. No. No, 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 no. Okay. This one then. Maybe this one will lower the statue. Wrong one. Well, never mind. Yeah, that's the other statue that's being lowered there. Damn it. Okay. Is there another... Yep, it's the wrong one. We seem to be lowering that one and not that one. So, will this... Okay. So we've got one. We've got one. Okay. Now I do all of the torches and then swing around to that and hope that it's gonna be... Yeah, okay.
You're different, Seylis. Sharper. You're in both places.
I visit the Fade regularly. Perhaps you are sensing traces of it. You are a spirit who crossed the veil and took human form.
Spirit or demon?
The two are not so dissimilar, Cole. While the world may exert a pull in one direction or another, the choice is ultimately yours.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was so close. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you can go off people, you know. you can go off things. You really can. Okay. Okay, let's forget that for a second. If I left someone in there, is there anything? I don't think there's anything to actually get, is there? I don't think there's anything to actually get. Yes, there is. Right there. Okay. So I need to leave someone in here. Stop. Stay there. Okay. Blackwall, come with me. Yeah. You can pull that. Okay. Okay. Now, I just have to hope that Cole isn't going to disappear and go somewhere else. No idea what that just did. Now let's have a look in here, Cole. 207 gold, superior hunter coat schematic, and staff of flares. Very nice. Okay. And you can just stay there for a second. Alright, so what exactly did that do? No idea. Nothing right now, probably. No, I think it might have lowered that gate. Okay. Let's take this mosaic piece. Okay. Ah. Let's turn this. Okay. Ah, okay, that one was lowering that. Okay. Okay. Let's... move that. Yeah, okay. And then wait here. You can turn that. Hopefully that will... Okay. No. You. Hit that. Got it. Okay, that's 2. That's 2. Okay. And now we just need to play with these torches. Okay. No. Okay. Alright. Again, you stop there. Blackwall, looks like you're going to have to come over here. And then to you. There we go. Okay, we've got 3 of them, and that one... Is this going to require all of us to stay here? Just a sec. Please stay on that, guys. And then... There we go. That's all of them. Only well hope that was all of them anyway. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Now we need to free Cole from in there. Awesome. And let's get you out there. Okay. Brilliant, guys. Brilliant. Fantastic. Clear commands. Follow me, guys. Just follow me. Okay. And what do we have here? Ah, okay. Let's examine this. Dirthaman, Keeper of Secrets. The twins, Falandine and Dirthaman, are the eldest children of Elgenan the Allfather and Mythal the Protector. The brothers were inseparable from the moment of their conception, known for their great love for each other. That is why we often speak of Falandine in one breath and Dirthaman in the next, for they cannot bear to be apart, not even in our tales. When the world was young, the gods often walked the earth, and Falandine and Dirthaman were no exception. Both were delighted by the many wonders of our earth. They played with the animals, whispered to the trees, and bathed in the lakes and streams. Their days were filled with bliss, and they did not know sorrow. And then, one day, while passing through the forest, Falandine and Dirthaman came across an old and sickly deer resting beneath a tree. "Why do you sit so still, little sister?" asked Falandine. "Play with us," said Dirthaman. "Alas," spoke the deer, "I cannot. I am old, and although I wish to go to my rest, my legs can no longer carry me." Taking pity on the deer, Falandine gathered her up into his arms and carried her to the rest beyond the veil. To her rest beyond the veil, sorry. Dirthaman tried to follow them, but the shifting grey paths beyond the veil would not let him. Separated for the first time from Falandine, Dirthaman wandered aimlessly till he came across two ravens. "You are lost, and soon you will fade," the raven named Fear said to Dirthaman. "Your brother has abandoned you. He no longer loves you," said the other, named Deceit. "I am not lost, and Falandine has not abandoned me," replied Dirthaman. He subdued the ravens and bade them carry him to Falandine. This they did, for they had been defeated and were now bound to Dirthaman's service. When Dirthaman found Falandine, he found also the deer, who once again was light on her feet, for her spirit was released from her weakened body. Both Falandine and Dirthaman rejoiced to see this. Falandine vowed that he would remain to carry all the dead to their place beyond, just as he did the deer, and Dirthaman stayed with him, for the twins cannot bear to be apart. From the story of Falandine and Dirthaman, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralefarian clan of the Dalish elves. Okay. Well, sounds more like Dirthaman can't bear to be apart from Falandine, rather than both can't bear to be apart from the others. Falandine was fine running off with that deer. Just saying. He was fine. Okay, so I don't really want to loot that, but I kind of do as well. But it's a Dalish thing. Ah, okay.
Enough!
Well, apparently not. Apparently it's not enough. Ah, there we go. Okay. Get the cage on you. Oh, you ran away from the cage. How dare you. Okay. Yes, die. Please do it. Okay, well, I kind of thought that only appeared if you started looting things, and I really didn't want to loot this place and, you know, anger the spirits. The ancient Elvhen. Arcane horror heart, arcane horror rags. But I guess if it's going to happen either way, then I might as well. Enhanced charging bull ring, ring velvet, and fade touched ring velvet. Okay. Let's see then. Dense one-handed haft. Okay. Ring velvet and a corpse heart. Suppose we might as well have a look in here. Belt of ranged defense, superior vanguard mail, and intense elf snake vitar. Okay. Witch lightning staff. And I guess let's have a look in here. Superb amulet of cunning. Take that as well. Sweet. Better that I take it and it stays in the hands of the people. Okay.
A war in the Fade, waged with human hate. I should never want to see that.
It would be a terrible thing.
It was wrong to hide it in a child. It hurt her.
The two of you make no sense sometimes.
That is a matter of perspective.
It is. They know what they're talking about. That's... and we don't. Okay. And we're out. Okay, we're into the Crow Fens. Finally. Right. And... Is there a rift over here? I'm pretty sure there... Oh, there's the dragon. There's the dragon. Please don't fly by me. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, it does look like the rift is just over there. In fact, they're both just over there. Okay, okay. Well, let's have a look around. Cautiously. Okay, oh, and a camp. With a letter. Incomplete letter. Dear Hector, I hope you're well. I regret daily not joining you in the fight. I wanted to be free, not to have to deal with the rebellion or Templars. I wanted to be left alone. I was stupid. It's been difficult. I forgot how easy life was in the Circle. Yes, there were Templars and it wasn't great, but everything was provided. Food, shelter, clothing. On my own, I had no coin and few skills. A soldier came to me in a tavern. He knew I was a mage. I don't know how he could tell. He asked me for some magic tricks to turn the tide of the Civil War. I agreed. What choice did I have? I was hungry. I have to stay hidden because the army doesn't like mages. I don't ask. I just do what he says. I don't even know where to send this letter. It's pointless, but writing helps. I wish the letter ends abruptly. Yeah, okay. Well, clearly, you were probably gotten by one of those. You were probably got by one of those. Let's get into this Gurgut. Come to me, you user, and give me your webbing. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, guys. Gurgut teeth and 5 Gurgut webbing. And that's where our rift is. Okay. Oh, can we get up there? Yeah, sometimes these things look so perfect. Like it really is just something for you to hop up on. but then you can't get anywhere and it's like, why did you step it up like that? Why does it look like something that I can get up? No. They're just messing with us. Another Gurgut right there. Oh yes, come into me, aren't you? Ooh. Alright, nice. Okay. Grab that obsidian, but that did not give us any remains. No remains from that Gurgut. Shocking. Now that was nicely done. Hey, okay. 2 Gurgut webbing. Okay, well that's not much. And is this a different way that we could have come? Probably. 2 bounties. Okay, well I am. Alright, I think that is... no. I think that is somewhere we could have come. If we went up this way, I think there was another place to come down this way, and that must be this. Well, we can have a look while we're here. Not going to go terribly far down. I just want that deep mushroom, really. Okay, well this is probably the way that we will come back. So I don't think we'll need to go through that ruin again just to leave. That would be a bit pointless. Right, let's just get into this. Yep, okay. There is a despair demon. And a greater terror. Greater terror, not a problem. Despair demon though. There we go. You know what? That actually wasn't too bad. That was not too bad, guys. Get in front of me, Seylis. I needed to use you as an Elvhen shield. Sorry, dude. Well, it came to me anyway. Never mind. Okay, and another despair demon. Okay, and Cole is taking that away. Absolutely taking it away. Beautiful. Oh, got caught on the fade test. All right. Done. Done and done. Okay, 14 obsidian. Wow, an intense lightning essence. And we did get something from one of those, didn't we? Did we? Did we not? Ah, we didn't. Okay. Oh. Just that Gurgut coming for us. Okay. Oh. Is that giving you a bit of trouble, Seylis? Oh, let's take it out. Very nice. Okay, give me my loot. 4 Gurgut webbing. Okay, and this one, did it drop anything? Yes, it did. Awesome. 3 Gurgut webbing. Just in case there's any like letters or anything hidden around. We'll have a thorough look. No, okay. But there is another Gurgut, so... Lovely. Okay, 6 Gurgut webbing. Fantastic. And these little middle islands then. Ah, but we do have a landmark. We have a landmark. Broken Dog. I intended to take a charcoal rubbing of the beautiful elven carvings on the stone to present to a scholar at the University of LA for translation. Unfortunately, halfway through the process, the chilling sensation of something brushing my leg beneath the dark water interrupted me. I dropped both scroll and charcoal stick and began running, not stopping until I was on dry ground. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, Adventurer. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was probably just a leech. It was probably a leech. But you never know. What could possibly... what possibly could have been rubbing against him? I mean, a leech would be enough to make me run. Ugh. Okay.
Know what it's like to have leeches in your pants? No? Well, now you do.
Yeah, okay, it is leeches. Okay. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Blackwall. Thanks for the confirmation. It's kind of funny when you turn around and you can just see the tail of one of these gurguts disappearing when they respawn. Oh, okay. Making yourself known, are you? You don't need to. I already know you're here. Ah, okay. I'm pretty sure that's where she lands. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Well, that rift is going to be very close then. Oh. Very close. Well, let's get into it and hope that she doesn't attack while we're here. Okay. Let's get into you. Okay, guys. Alright. And next. We have no despair demons. Awesome. Let's get the cage there. Help Blackwall out. Lovely, okay. Damn right, okay. Not a problem for us.
Peaceful here, apart from all the destruction.
It is. And the dragon. Enhanced explosive shot ring and intense frost essence. Lovely. Okay, did we get any remains from all of that? No. We got an Inquisition perk though, so that's nice. Yep, you can come to me. You might as well. Ah, okay, the dragon is there. The dragon is there. 4 Gurgut webbing. I think she might be stuck, and that's gonna be to our benefit, because I don't want to fight her. 2 Gurguts just wandering around. Ah, okay. I did wonder if that was going to be hot. If that would actually hurt. And it did. It did. Okay, and I think I see, yes, one of those orb things.
Another of the Elven artifacts.
I can see it, Seylis. Never mind, feel it.
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Good. Good. Okay, and all of that is going to be painful water. That's all painful water. Seylis slightly approves. Okay, so I just need him in the party when I do that then. He needs to be in the party in order to give me some approval. Well, damn, I've missed out on a lot of slight approval then. Okay. Offering to the Dread Wolf. The Dalish believe that Fen'Harel the Dread Wolf locked the gods of good and evil away. Only he walks free. Although they see him as a betrayer, elves still erect shrines to Fen'Harel. One imagines they do not revere him so much as seek to appease him, lest they draw his gaze. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitive. Okay. Well, anything you would like to add to the shrine? No? I'm just gonna assume that Seylis is quite certain that any offerings she's made previously are still holding. Fen'Harel's not gonna be bothering her. Okay. Yes, I see you. I see you. I don't want to get too close, but I do kind of want to get around and look around just in case there is anything. Oh, that looks like it might be a quarry. That might be a quarry. Okay, well, I'm going to run for the quarry. We're not going to fight the dragon, but I am going to run for the quarry. And the deep mushroom. Just, I have to. I don't need the viridium, but I'll take it, because we're here. Don't attack me, please. It is a quarry. Okay, sweet. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's take this. Scattered notes. Amazing creatures, dragons. Everyone I've encountered has had a unique personality. This one, for example, enjoys being around water. Saw her splashing about. A remarkable sight. I would have joined in her revels had Conclave not held me back. Ah, Conclave. A good porter, but timid. I told Conclave and the others, dragons much prefer to eat beasts of the wilds rather than humans. Unfortunately, I was proven wrong a day later. The creature turned away from a gurgut to go after poor Conclave. I hope the brave little soul got to see the magnificent dome of her gullet. I'm certain it's like the inside of the Grand Cathedral. The observations of Stefan de Erowin. Yeah, I'm sure he was honoured. Map of Halin Salan. Oh, okay. Dan. Okay, we've got to find something hidden up there. I think I know where this is. This is where the Dalish are camped somewhere around here, isn't it? There was some demons, a rage demon, and that down there. I think there was. Yeah, okay. I think I know where I'm going there. And 2 wyvern scales. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, well, she is a beauty. Oh, God. Tiny little bear traps here. Tiny. She doesn't need to get that close. She really doesn't. Okay. Well, let's see if we can hug the edge and go around without attracting her attention. Okay, but there doesn't seem to be... Ooh, blood lotus. Doesn't seem to be anything else to pick up. Note or quarry-wise or anything like that. That dragon is gorgeous. And I don't fancy killing her. I don't fancy doing it. Alright, and let's see if there's anything hidden around in this area. Not that I'm expecting another quarry so close, but you never know. You never know what they could have hidden around. Oh, okay. Enhanced toxic cloud ring, and let's help this. Let's help with this first before we get into reading.
You can't hurt me.
Beautiful. Okay. And now, what's this? Ripped piece of paper. To whoever finds this, do not trust that fast-talking bitch Elvhen, or whatever she's calling herself. Told me she'd heard of treasure, that she would sell me the map. I gave her everything I had for a worthless map leading to this nest of beasties wanting to eat me. Damn her. They're waiting for me out there. I can hear them breathing. If you see that bitch, split her f***ing skull for me. Wow. Okay. Elvhen. Well, I would like to. So hopefully we'll find this person and we will get to kill her. And those are the rest of the supply caches. Okay, okay. Well, I suppose we'll mark that and we'll go down that way. Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, and I don't suppose anything there is. Okay. Come on. Grab that, please. Thank you. An embryon and 2 high-ever weave. Okay. No other notes. No other notes. Alright. Oh, a Gurgut right in front of us. Okay. I don't mind if I do. Alright, and we've got 5 Gurgut webbing. Beautiful. Okay. It's good that this is a nice resource because we're getting a lot of it. Okay. 5 Gurgut webbing. Very nice, guys. Read. Andruil, goddess of the hunt. Hear me, sons and daughters of the people. I am sister of the moon, mother of hares, lady of the hunt, Andruil. Remember my teachings. Remember the Via Tenedal, the way of 3 trees that I have given you. Vir San, the way of the arrow. Be swift and silent. Strike true, do not waver, and let not your prey suffer. That is my way. Vir Borasan, the way of the bow. As the sapling bends, so must you. In yielding, find resilience. In pliancy, find strength. That is my way. Vir Edalan, the way of the wood. Receive the gifts of the hunt with mindfulness. Respect the sacrifice of my children. Know that your passing shall nourish them in turn. That is my way. Remember the ways of the hunter, and I shall be with you. From the charge of Andruil, goddess of the hunt. Okay. I don't suppose... Yes, okay. Gillanane, mother of the Halla. They say Gillanane was one of the people in the days before Alathan, and the chosen of Andruil the huntress. She was very beautiful, with hair of snowy white, and as graceful as a gazelle. She kept always to Andruil's ways, and Andruil favoured her above all others. One day, while hunting in the forest, Gillanane came across a hunter she did not know. At his feet lay a hawk, shot through the heart by an arrow. Gillenin was filled with rage, for the hawk, along with the hare, is an animal much beloved of Andruil. Gillenin demanded that the hunter make an offering to Andruil in exchange for taking the life of one of her creatures. The hunter refused, and Gillenin called upon the goddess to curse him so that he could never again hunt and kill a living creature. Gillenin's curse took hold, and the hunter found that he was unable to hunt. His prey would dart out of sight and his arrows would fly astray. His friends and family began to mock him for his impotence, for what use is a hunter who cannot hunt? Ashamed, the hunter swore he would find Gillenin and repay her for what she had done to him. He found Gillenin while she was out on a hunt with her sisters and lured her away from them with lies and false words. He told Gillenin that he had learned his lesson and begged her to come with him so she could teach him to make a proper offering to Andruil. Moved by his plea, Gillenin followed the hunter, and when they were away from all of her sisters, the hunter turned on Gillenin. He blinded her first and then bound her as one would bind a kill fresh from the hunt. But because he was cursed, the hunter could not kill her. Instead, he left her for dead in the forest. And Gillenin prayed to the gods for help. She prayed to Elvhen for vengeance, to Mother Mythal to protect her, but above all she prayed to Andruil. Andruil sent her hares to Gillenin, and they chewed through the ropes that bound her, but Gillenin was still wounded and blind and could not find her way home. So Andruil turned her into a beautiful white deer, the first Halla. And Gillenin found her way back to her sisters and led them to the hunter, who was brought to justice. And since that day the Halla have guided the people and have never led us astray, for they listened to the voice of Gillenin. From the tale of Gillenin, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Lavellan clan of the Dalish elves. Yeah. She was the first of the Halla, so, I mean, every Halla is, you know, one of her babies. Someone got it on with Gillenin whilst she was a Halla and bred Halla. Okay. That's mythology for you. That is mythology.
It's quiet here. I like it.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it. Alright, so that is everything that way that we have done, well, save for the dragon. Other than the dragon itself, that's everything. All around here. Okay. So yeah. It's collecting those caches right there, and finishing over here, doing whatever this is. Another side, another story. At Gaspar's people, right there. And then we'll have done most of the map. Yeah, we'll just have this area here to do after that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think there is a ruin that way, isn't there? Ruined town or something. Let's just have a look. Okay. Oh, I overestimated what exactly this was. This is not a town. Just a couple of ruined towers. Okay. And a question mark. Undiscovered. Well. That's a way to go. Are those below me? Or are they in each tower? Okay, it's just locked doors. It is locked doors. Cool. Yeah, you're number 3. Get in there, please. Seylis thinks he can just phase through the door. Well, if anyone can, it's probably you. Okay, and let's have a look around. Hey, okay. Warden Scout Armour and
I was always told
Hoarfrost
to
Staff.
avoid the Dales. Something about Dalish curses. Not that I'm superstitious.
Yeah, you're not superstitious. Don't be silly. 117 gold and superb belt of staggering. Lovely. Okay. Can we actually see anything out of here? No. Well, there's someone's pennant there. Can't jump onto there? No. Okay, let's just get out of here then. And we'll get into the next tower. That's going to be a job for Cole as well. Thank you, Cole. Alright. So what do we have here? 128 gold, enhanced belt of Sunder, and a sigil of Deathroot. Lovely. Oh, and a little box. Ring of critical chance. Okay, that's not that great. Not at all. And, okay, that's why that was down there. There is nowhere to go. We cannot get any higher. Okay. And then we're to a place called Riel. Over here. Okay. So that probably will be the place to go. Yeah, let's just fill this out a little. Fort Reverson. Okay, it's this way. Okay. Well, first... Okay, I can see an arcane horror there. Yep, alright, let's get into it. Okay. It's... Yeah, alright, I suppose we'll help these illusions. Come on. Come on, guys. Get in there. Alright, and you guys are being surrounded from behind. Damn right. Alright, and there we go. Let's grab our loot. 2 ring velvet. 1 ring velvet. A corpse heart. Jagged battle axe and a ring velvet. Okay. And hopefully the arcane horror had something.
A victory at last!
Uh-huh. Arcane horror hat. Lovely. And... okay.
A victory at last!
Ah, okay. We have a rage demon coming up. Is there a rift around here? No. Just random demons. Just random demons. Come to me. You know you want some. And now give me a remains. Stingy. Okay. Well, never mind. I guess we'll see if we can get into that door, and if not, then I guess we'll have to go around. Can we speak to either of you?
A victory at last!
No. Okay. We can get in there. Okay. Ooh. Oh, well, Rashvine. I was kind of hoping that would be.
Elvhen took off last night. Said she was joining the Freemen.
She was always so steady.
People change.
But the Freemen, they're more than rebels, I can feel it. Maker knows what they're up to.
Ah. Okay, someone ran off to the Freemen. Guys.
Can't wait to get back in the fight.
It's not you then. We're not talking to you. Okay. Ah, no, here you are. Okay.
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor.
My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Alright. I reclaimed the ramparts, did I? Freeman of the Dales. Why are you barricaded here?
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
Huh, okay. Tell me about the Dales.
What else do you know about the Dales?
Shouldn't I be asking you about the Dales? You'll be interested to learn a band of your people has set up camp in the west.
Well, I mean, you could ask me, but our information is long out of date. We were murdered here. My people were massacred here. It's been our legion for a lot longer than it was ever ours. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since the fall of the Dales, and Andraste gave it to them. So, I don't know how many ages were between each event, so I'm thinking it's probably been our legion longer than it's been theirs, but who knows? Maybe it isn't. Maybe they were there for a really, really long time. And this is a lot more recent than we think it was. The fall of the Dales was a lot more recent. Freeman of the Dales, what are they?
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors. Too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two's and back for supper. Turns out it wasn't. And off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
Okay, well, I've reclaimed the ramparts.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
You did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us, if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
Yeah, okay.
I shall
Goodbye.
take my leave.
Good day.
Okay, so we got some power for that. And we need to set fire to the pits around here. We need to set fire to the pits. Right there? Yeah. And there is a rift here. There is a rift. Okay. I suppose we'll grab the Resh Vine just so it stops
Just what we need.
showing up.
Can't wait to get
Demons, deserters, rebels, mages. I hate them.
Yes, thank you.
Hits them all.
back in the
Okay.
fight.
Wow.
Still stinks of the dead.
No one here is going to say anything. It's all ambient dialogue. No one we can
Imagine
actually
how
speak
many
to.
demons were out there.
Yeah, okay.
Can't wait to get back in the fight.
Well, we can claim this at least.
Finally taken a turn.
Fort Revesan. Did you know that Revis is the Elven word for freedom? Revesan is a place where freedom dwells. One wonders why it wasn't given a more appropriate name after the reclamation of the Dales. Perhaps the adage remains true. Once one gets used to a name, it's hard to change. The walls in this place are ancient. I hope it holds. From the log of Marshal Bastien Prou, loyal to Grand Duke Gaspard. Okay. Yeah, it's no longer a place where freedom dwells, is it? Considering, you know, they were massacred and subjugated.
Things have
But-
finally taken a turn.
Maybe that just means that this fort can't be held very long by
Things have
one power.
finally taken a turn.
Maybe it's an elven curse. Okay, let's take this. Legend of the Three Sisters, Book 2. Typically, the Three Sisters react in a similar manner upon entering the Belmarsh. Seylis is the adventurous one, intrigued by all the sights and sounds of the market and the most heedless of any dangers. Marie is the brash one, the most suspicious of everything she sees and the one who makes withering, sarcastic comments, even if she allows her sisters to drag her along. Brielle, meanwhile, is always the innocent one. She's depicted as wide-eyed and startled, like a doe lost in the wilderness, yet by the end of the tale she is also the one who bursts out of her shell the most. Well, she has a lot more character growth to go through. A common initial step for the girls, for instance, is the White Rose. It's an infamous establishment in the Belmarsh, serving tea and cakes to noble patrons by day, and at night transforming into a house of ill repute filled with male and female prostitutes in elegant dress. The girls go there because the building is fashionable, some place they can escape from the market's crowds. Inside, Marie is the first to realise that the friendly gentlemen are not what they seem. Brielle is scandalised, but it's Charisse who runs off to dance with these men despite her sister's protests. This leads to a chase through the White Rose, Marie and Brielle stumbling into room after room where they are confronted with various patrons. Empress Celine herself is frequently mentioned. Marie scathingly berates these patrons, while Brielle is intrigued despite herself, and eventually drawn off when Marie isn't looking. Marie throws her hands up in disgust and joins a dwarf in smoking an illicit substance from a wild contraption. It's at this point in the tale where the girl's desperate chaperone, La Bête, appears in the White Rose and things truly get interesting. Details vary, but by the end of this part of the tale, the White Rose is in flames, La Bête has pummeled her way through a legion of clueless patrons, and the three sisters are led out the back door by a charming elf, completely unaware anything is amiss behind them. To my knowledge, however, the White Rose has never burnt to the ground in its entire existence, and maintains a legion of guards that makes such antics implausible. Even so, the tale is stubbornly believed to be true even in Val Royeaux itself. From Tales of Val Royeaux by Lord Werner Jachin. Okay. Absolutely never burnt down, but who cares? It's an interesting tale, and therefore we're making it true.
The demons are gone.
Stinks of the dead, fine by me. Okay. Okay, well, you do you. Okay. Can't really get around that way. Oh, just fell off. Brilliant. I don't think we're supposed to be down this side. So that's going to be interesting. Can we get around? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, let's go. Yep, alright. Let's just get off down here.
Those pits are...
So... there should be an exclamation mark. Quest, maybe? You, okay. Sergeant Merceau.
Have you seen any of our fallen men out there?
Yes. And you've lost many, I guess?
Have many of you fallen?
What you see is all that's left. We were 1,000 strong once. The worst part is not knowing what happened to the men who don't come back. Deserters? Or dead? If they're dead, we've nothing to tell their families. Nothing to send home.
That's a shame. Okay, I'm pretty
Good
sure...
luck to you.
Yeah, okay. The letters that we've been finding, that's what she wants. Okay.
The demons are gone.
Well, we'll get them. Hey, okay, something else. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 8, by Varric Tethras. Dunan Branokovic left his partner Jevlin at the barracks. The recruit was even more jittery after their run-in with Captain Belladonna, and although Dunan himself was starting to feel his limbs weighed down and aching after such a long shift, he finally had the scent of something in this case. He wouldn't let it get away. The city of Kirkwall has a legacy of collectors. It was built in ancient times by Tevinters who collected suffering as if it were rare coins, and they passed on their obsession with obsession to future generations. On any street from Darktown to the Viscount's Keep, you can find someone who will always buy tapestries, or who has every known spoon made in Navarra, or someone who hoards odd bits and scraps of historical knowledge like it's their grandmother's crockery. Which was how he found himself knocking on our brightly painted door in the alienage. Oh, guardsmen! What a nice surprise. Nobody's been mugged, have they? The elf beamed up at him. She had green eyes so wide they barely fit in her face, and she seemed to be made of nothing but elbows and knees. No muggings today, Maisie. Donnan had to duck his head slightly to get through the door. I have something you might be interested in. He handed her the letter the magistrate's wife had given him the night before. Well, this doesn't look very interesting at all, Maisie frowned, disappointed. What you've claimed belongs to greater powers. You will answer to us. That's a load of rubbish. Not that. Look at the back. She flipped the letter over and cooed as if she'd found a lost puppy. Oh, just look at you. You're just perfect. Maisie, Donnan spoke in a loud, firm voice, trying to remind her he was still in the room. Whose seal is that? Oh, it's the executor's, of course. Maisie peered excitedly at the wax seal, holding it up to the window for better light. I should have guessed it from the silly great powers nonsense. There's only been one example on the letter claiming responsibility for the assassination of Queen Madrigal in 599, and this one is so much better. Look at that imprint. Any idea how I'd contact these executors? Donnan asked. Oh, they're not real, of course. Everyone knows that. Maisie. Cute. Okay. Alright, so... Can we get higher? Yes, it looks like we can. It looks like we can. Not very much. Not very much higher. But enough. Okay, well, let's get out of here.
The demons are gone.
Okay, and just up here.
Can't wait to get back in the fight.
And that should be everything. That should be everything. Ah. And over there we should be able to get down to that area.
Patrol tomorrow.
Well, we'll have a look around. Yeah. Been there. That's fine. I don't fancy trying to get around that edge, so I'm not going to. Let's come this way. Can we get over there? Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh, is that actually... Something's flagging up. It's further down though, so I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Okay. Somewhere down here. Don't tell me it was just the rash vine. It might have been.
The Dalish remember fragments of fragments, but that is more than most.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Were you talking to me then? I assume you were talking to me. It's probably not an entire conversation, just a little bit of ambient dialogue.
Of course.
Okay, well, I'll leave it here. And next episode, I guess we'll go and find that rift and lay the dead to rest. Yeah. And probably head back to Skyhole to do some more war table operations. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you if you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.